What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome in the new wife wagon. We can't have a new vehicle on the channel and not do a cold start. So first and foremost, cold start.
5.7-liter Hemi, brothers.
All right, so guys, basically what you have here is a 2025 Dodge Durango RT Premium that is also the 20th anniversary edition for the Hemis being in the Durangos. So pop the hood. Let's see what we got going on. All right, engine cover. We don't need that war going. All that does is absorb heat. Doesn't really do anything. All right, guys, so you have a 5.7-liter Hemi putting out 360 horsepower at roughly about 380 foot-pounds of torque. This is a gas guzzler, boys, but it does put down decent power. Now, the package this thing comes with, which is basically the RT Premium package, is kind of a spoof on a Hellcat, basically, Hellcat Durango. All right, you guys see that right there. We've got Hellcat-inspired wheels. And you also have your twin piston calipers from Brembo. And they also put some big units from Pirelli on here, some 295 4520s, which definitely fill in the old wheel well really well. I mean, look at that poke right there. This thing's got stance, boys. Now, the rear bumper, obviously, is the same valence that you would have on a Hellcat or a SRT. And the tips, these units right here, they're nice. They fit decently within the pocket there. But, yeah, those are going away. We're going to get some bigger ones, throw some 5-inch Caravan ones or something like that in there. That's the next thing we're doing. Now, a bit of an upcharge, but, of course, they throw on that old Hemi right there, that big decal right there on the hood, right where the hood scoop is, still running that SRT style hood. Now the interior, fairly nice. They put what they say are SRT seats in this unit right here. They are bolstered really nice, and they also have the 345 for, again, the Hemi. You've got cloth in the center here, and then on the outskirts you have leather. These are all heated and cooled seats. Let me tell you, cooled seats, a win. Now, they utilize the same stitching in the seats as they do on the steering wheel and also the dash pad. And let me tell you, this is just really nice leather. I touched this. It's hot as hell, and that was not a good idea. Well, there you go, boys. We're not going to start it, but we're going to go ahead and show you. This has the same exact display and everything that my previous 2021 had. Not really any changes there. But what did change here, boys, is now we have track mode. I've always had sport mode, but this vehicle also we can tow with. And there's also snow mode. Now, all the modes, from what I understand, are kind of just like throttle sensitivity boost, as well as, from what I could tell, transmission shift points and engine timing. So track mode is going to give you the best throttle response. The shift points are a little bit longer, and also the steering gets really more responsive. That's the other thing. So you kind of, if you normal drive it, or you put it in sport mode, the steering's kind of floaty. You got a little bit of play in there. But if you go into track mode, steering is very tight, and any movement you make of that steering wheel, guess what? This unit's moving with it. Now, all the new Durangos now have this marble inserts instead of the old carbon fibre. It looks nice. It looks nice. I can't hate on it. I kind of like the old fake me out carbon fibre, though. That kind of added a little something to it. You have your charging station right in here for wireless charging. My previous one had that as well. Now, these come with the old roof rack up here. Probably never going to utilize it because I'd be scared to scratch the paint. But kind of a cool option there. Obviously, you'd have to buy the additional accessories from Dodge to utilize it. But hey, you know, it's looks nice. Now, this unit also, they updated the whole speaker system on this unit. So it's got the Harman speakers. I think there's like 9 speakers total, if not more. You get your tweeter there, and you also have your smaller tweeter right up there. One thing I really wanted, I was hoping this was going to have the SRT and Hellcat style pedals, because these rubber ones, well, they kind of suck. I would like something a little bit nicer, specifically for the price you pay for these vehicles nowadays. Now, this unit does pretty much have just about every option you can get. I mean, even down to your cruise control with lane assist, and obviously you can set your traffic points, so how far back you want to be behind the car that's in front of you while you actually have cruise control on. Now, this unit does, there you go, have a sunroof in it, and also kind of a bougier option. They have a suede headliner now. That's something that we didn't have in the old 21. Aside from the smaller changes they've made, there's not been any real change for, say, from my 21 to the 2025 as far as interior or size. All that is exactly the same. Still have the same stow and go seating and everything like that. So I have a third row, and all three rows have those seats with the 345 emblem put on them. Kind of a cool option. I do like that. So a little backstory. So essentially, I had no idea I was going to go and buy a vehicle yesterday. So long and short of it, my previous 2021 had a full boat warranty. I mean, that is literally from the tires, engine, transmission, body, whatever. So I had a tire issue previously in the week. I put a plug in it, still leaking from a different spot after our trip from the week before. So I had called the warranty department and said, hey, look, I need to get a tire. His tire just obviously was shot. And I have to drive about an hour to that dealer to drop off a tire for them to do their investigation and then for warranty to approve it. While I'm waiting around and stuff like that, I happened to go online and wanted to see, hey, I just wanted to see if they had a Hellcat Durango locally. And I happened to find the dealer right down the street from where I was currently at had a Hellcat Durango that was used on the lot. Price wasn't horrible, so I thought I'd go ahead and take a look at it. So I went down there, took a look at it, and it was a little rougher than I thought it was. Pictures were deceiving on that one. 60-some thousand miles on it, and they wanted roughly about $65,000 for it. This unit was there. I happened to look at it and was focused on the Hellcat. And just to wrap this up, seen this, and I could get into this vehicle a hell of a lot easier, a hell of a lot cheaper than getting the old Hellcat Durango. So I thought, hey, this would be a good time to go ahead and trade in the 21, because we had about 40,000 miles on it, and before it started costing me anything. And I thought I'd get this one right here, and so far I'm absolutely in love. So we're going to start modifying this thing here soon enough, and this is going to be, hopefully, something we're going to have on the channel, going to shows and what have you, because it is a rare vehicle. I mean rare basically because of the trim models. Obviously, this is not something that's going to be produced at every dealer. You're going to find one, but there is no current quantity level. So I don't know how many of these have been produced. Pretty much from what I understand, it is dealer to dealer. If a dealer wants it, then they will produce one. So it is kind of a cool option, and I think it's something that we're going to have at some shows coming up here soon this year that I think will grab people's attention. Let's go ahead and take this unit for a little rip, and so you guys can actually hear that this sound of this exhaust in the cab, how quiet it really is. I mean, right now, even with my mic on, I'm sure it's barely picking up next to anything. It's deathly quiet. Can't drive this unit without being at least in sport mode. First things first, that I absolutely love about this is just the way the steering feels and the suspension. It's so much more fine versus my 21. Again, there wasn't any wear in that. It was just they've fine-tuned it on the RTs, specifically for them to be more like the Hellcats, which I absolutely love. There you have it. There's the tour. If you guys have any questions about the vehicle, by all means, leave them in the comments below. I'll get to them as soon as I can. So we're going to leave it off with that. You're going to ask yourself, is it worth the extra money to buy an RT Premium? If you can't afford a Hellcat and you want something that looks like a Hellcat, smells like a Hellcat, and burns fuel like a Hellcat, get it. Do what you guys always do. Like, share, subscribe. P-Pump the world. I'll see you guys in the next video.